Ladies and gentlemen, the final beta for Cyrene version 4 has just released. And in this video, I'll quickly go over the changes to keep you guys informed. And no, I did not misspeak. This is the last beta. No V5, no V6, none of that. The only way they can change Cyrene's kit is if they decide to do hot fixes, right? So let's get into these buffs. Let's start off with My Day. Before, she gave My Day a Godslayer and enhanced the Godslayer's crit damage by 80%. Now, this has been buffed quite significantly to a 200% crit damage buff. So Godslayer does noticeably more damage now, and considering the main buff Cyrene gives him is spamming Godslayers, this is actually a pretty significant buff, right? Now, is this a game changer for him? That I'm not sure. I cannot say. But it should 100% help her value with a My Day a little more as compared to before. And to be honest, in my books, any buff for My Day is a W at this point. This guy has been mistreated like crazy the entirety of this version. Next, we have Heislands. Before, Heislands received a 100% damage dealt increase buff. Now it is 120%. So a 20% buff to the damage dealt buff. Not bad, but not too crazy either. After this, you have the buff towards Dan Heng. Before, it was increased spawn mates damage by 16%. Now it is increased spawn mates damage by 24%. So a 50% increase compared to before with the damage boost or damage dealt. To be honest, I'm not sure which one it is. Probably damage boost though. This still really isn't all that game changing in my opinion. And after this, we only have Eidolon changes, and they aren't E1 or E2. So yes, unfortunately, this means Cyrene's stacking gen has not at all been alleviated, and Phanon, the only Chrysos heir who basically gets directly nerfed by using Cyrene on his team, received no buffs, no changes. Cyrene continues to be the absolute worst with him, which is hey I mean, it's something, right? It's something for sure. Yeah, let's just move on. So for the final two changes to Cyrene's E4 and E6, E4 basically got nerfed, right? Before, each time after you use Minute of Blooms and Plumes, the bounce damage multiplier of the triggered Memo Sprite skill increases by 6% in the current battle and can be stacked up to 24 times. Sorry, that's the current one. The older one was that it increases by 12% and can be stacked up to 12 times. So you could stack this up way quicker and get a much bigger damage boost on Minute of Blooms and Plumes a lot faster with Cyrene with the old E4. Now it takes twice as long basically to build up to the same damage multiplier. So just a bit of a nerf to how strong it was for main DPS Cyrene, right? And lastly, for the E6, it is a small buff to the All Allies action advance, which used to be 20% and now has been increased to 24% action advance, no different to an S5 DDD. That's it. As unfortunate as it is, many of Cyrene's issues simply were not really addressed at all in this final version of hers, and so what you see is what you get. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.